Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Daily Smash for Tuesday, May 23rd, 2023. I'm Rick.
I'm Kelly.
We're coming to you from Westhampton, New York. Another busy day. But something really amazing happened today.
You were on the news.
No, not that. We got Ilya wine delivered to our front door.
Yes, we did.
Ilya is here.
Ooh.
We love our Ilya wine. It's
I'm so excited. I was so excited to get it.
we were designed in New York, but made in Spain, and you can get yours delivered to your front door by going to Ilya.com and using the discount code Rick and Kelly 20 for 20% off their already low prices. I kind of like reading I'm not reading a commercial. I like doing commercials.
That's good.
I always wanted to do commercials.
Well, maybe you will. You do things, and you say you want to do things, and it happens for you.
It does. So anyway, check out Ilya wine. We love it. Love this wine. And we know you will too.
Yes.
I was on TV. I was on NewsMax with Rob Schmidt. Mm-hmm. You recorded it, right?
Yes.
All right. Well,
Good looking Rob.
he's a handsome. They used to call him Handsome Rob
I think
at Fox. All the cameramen called him Handsome Rob.
I love NewsMax, and I'm sorry, but I like to see good looking people
On TV?
On TV, on the news. And not everybody at NewsMax is that as attractive as you, Rick Leventhal.
Oh, thank you. Get a little closer to your
Just-
microphone so they can hear you when you say
Rick-
things like that.
Rick is so handsome,
He's so nice.
charismatic.
So
And
nice.
so often I look at people that are on the news, and I'm like, how are they on? Like, I don't know. You just have so much personality, charisma.
Thank you, babe.
Not to mention you're hot.
Well, so are you. And we're both going to be on.
For the news, though.
We're both going to be on Newsmax Wednesday.
I'm meant
tomorrow.
to be on America's Worst Cooks.
Oh,
Like that.
Yeah. Well, you should be on a lot of shows, and that's one of them. If anyone's listening.
Remember I told you guys before that I got offered to do America's Worst Cooks on Food Network?
Yeah.
And Bravo wouldn't let me do it.
They're idiots.
That's my bucket list.
Wait,
I want to be on that show.
I want to show this segment, though.
Because I want to win.
You will win. Because the worst cook doesn't win, right?
No, actually.
The best of the worst
The
wins?
best of the worst. And I'm not trained, and I can burn things you guys have seen. It would be funny.
Every meal is a 10 that you cook.
Not all the time. I burn a lot of things.
I
Of
haven't
course I
seen.
have.
I mean, you might have burned a couple things, but it's rare.
I made some things before you're like this. You have.
Very.
Yeah,
I must have blocked it.
He just says that so I can do it more.
No,
I cook.
I love your cooking. I actually grilled tonight, but you prepped everything. I grilled the steak to perfection, I might add. Mm-hmm. And you put that salmon in the tin foil, and I cooked that, and it was delicious. Might have been a little dry. My fault. I might have cooked it a little bit
put
too
a lot
long.
of lemon in it.
Yeah. But I did want to play for you guys in case you missed it. Here's a clip of my my appearance with Rob Schmidt on NewsMax.
Veteran journalist and former longtime Fox News correspondent Rick Leventhal is back with us tonight. Good to have you back on, sir. What's your take on this one?
I kind of think Roger Ailes is rolling over in his grave right now, Rob. This is not the Fox that you and I knew very well. I understand that they might feel the need to comply with New York City human rights law, which calls for similar open bathroom policies for people who say they identify as a different sex. But personally, I would have an issue if there are women in a restroom and a biological male who says he identifies as a woman goes in and to use that restroom. And what I think is the most shocking about this is that if the women in the restroom don't like it, if they're uncomfortable, they're the ones who have to go and use a single-use restroom, not the guy who wants to use the women's restroom. So the women are the ones who are being kicked out.
And you know what's
transgender person,
right? And what this all really boils down to, this is just one example of this big, woke machine that has all of these massive companies, which Fox is a massive company that's publicly traded, and this guy, everybody's mortified of what these different organizations with their agendas, like the Human Rights Campaign and like that, the ad and the DEI. What's the advertising one that always comes after us as well? It's like people, the disinformation index, people are mortified. Companies are mortified of this agenda, and they're doing everything they can to bend the knee to them as fast as they can.
Well, I don't really understand it. It almost feels like bullying at this point, that the people who say they need to be protected are now forcing their beliefs on the people around them. And listen, I fully support anyone who wants to change their gender once they've reached a mature enough age to make those kinds of decisions. If you want to change your gender, that's fine. But if people are uncomfortable with someone who's still a biological male being in a ladies' room, I think the law is backwards. I think that those people who decide they want to change their sex should use the single-serve bathroom unless and until they actually do become a woman.
Right.
I don't even know how you describe that, but you know what I'm saying.
we all know how complicated it is. Whatever you've got, under your belt probably should align with what bathroom you're in, I guess, is probably what it should be. So I don't know
that should be the determining factor on which bathroom you use.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Exactly.
Thanks for boiling it down.
Rick Leventhal, always good to see you.
So
It's like Anchorman.
we're gonna be doing it. You and I both. We're gonna be doing NewsMax Wednesday.
Oh, by the way, I read your comments on YouTube, and you guys were like, Kelly, and I totally love that you guys give me like pointers on how to be better. 'Cause I don't take it personally at all. But I must tell you, the reason why I was looking off to the side is because they wanted me to look at the Sports Illustrated, like at the prompter. I knew which prompter was mine.
Yeah.
I couldn't see it.
It's far.
It's far.
We were sitting in the same chair at different times.
And
It's all the way over there.
It's really, really far.
But there was a monitor right
There was
here.
a monitor right there. So when you guys said I was looking a lot off to the side, it's because the monitor was right there. It was easier for me to look at the monitor, where that monitor way far away was, I couldn't see it. I had to look.
You know what they should have done? They should have taken a wider shot of you so that people could see that you were looking at a monitor.
I know.
That would have been cool.
See, like when I was on Watch What Happens Live, the monitor was right there in front of me. I knew exactly what monitor to look at right there.
Well, why don't we talk to them about that? See if we can get the monitor closer.
And I had LASIK. Like I have a problem reading up close now that I'm approaching 50. But seeing far away, I don't have a problem with. But there I did, because it was far, far away.
So we went to Home Depot again today, spent another $500. But while we were there, we were getting 4x8 sheets of this wainscot paneling that I'm going to do a project out here in the carport. And
Got stabbed.
Yes, you did. That's the next story. So you have to get those carts to put the big stuff in. The ones that you can stand things up in at Home Depot.
The ones that you can never find when you need one
right.
at Home Depot.
And
then you have to go out to the parking lot to see if they have one, because you cannot find one of those carts, the flatbeds with the little...
But not the flat one, the one where you can stack things standing straight up.
I think everyone knows.
So I found one, and I went and got 2 of those sheets and put them on there, and then parked it in an aisle, and we went looking for molding. We're getting plastic molding or PVC molding. And I find the molding, I come walking back, and I see a guy
Steal his cart.
pushing the empty cart down that aisle. And it took us a minute to find the aisle.
I don't know how he caught it. He goes, "Hey, man, did you take my boards off my cart?"
I go, "Is that my cart?" He goes, "Oh, did you have boards on here?" I go, "Yeah, I did." "You took them off?" He goes, "Yeah, sorry, they're right here." So I caught him in the act. If we were there 30 seconds later, the cart would have been gone. Our stuff would have been stacked against the wall.
Back in the outside, looking for another cart out in the parking lot.
But the guy was cool. I mean, he apologized right away, and he and his buddy put the boards back on the cart for us. But I caught him.
People get so protective of parking spaces.
Yeah.
You ever see how mad people get when you take their cart, their spot?
Has that ever happened to you?
Oh, in San Francisco, everyone's very protective of their spots.
Yeah.
And or in front of their house, parking's valuable.
Oh, yeah.
And if you really want to piss somebody off really bad, or do one of those boiling point things, you steal their parking spot.
Yeah.
It's like that with a cart.
There's a neighborhood in Boston, it's on the south side, I think, where they are that's notorious for protecting spots, especially like it snows a lot. They'll shovel it out and they'll put something in the spot, like a cone or something. God help you if you park at somebody's spot who shoveled out their spot and they put something there and you move it and park there. They will mess you up.
Well, Julie, the other day, because parking at the beach is very hard to come by.
Yeah.
And somebody was just standing there, and Julie's like looking for a spot. She's like, "You're not allowed to hold a space like this." And the guy goes, "You want to make a bet?" And she's like, then she went circled over, and they're still waiting there. I find that to be a little bit of if you're gonna wait,
I got into a fight with somebody
second,
like that.
If you're gonna wait and get in there within like that second, I understand.
Right.
But if you're holding it for longer than 5 minutes, it's BS.
I got into a dispute with somebody in New York City one time about a space. They were standing in it, and I wanted to park there, and they wouldn't let me park. They said they were waiting for someone. I said, you can't do that. This is a public street. I can park my car there. You can't stand it. They wouldn't move. I found a cop. And I explained it to the cop. He goes, you guys got to work this out amongst yourselves. I can't intervene on it. I was like, are you kidding me? You're going to let her stand there and not let me park my car? He didn't give it. He didn't care.
He didn't care. Well, this was not in our rundown. We just got off on a tangent.
I did want to show images and videos of some of the DIY projects that we're tackling here, including.
We need to do it before and after.
We do, and I have sort of a before and after on the cabana that started out as a brown wood tone, and we put the first coat of white on it because it was ugly brown, and we got new cushions for it. It's going to look so much. It already looks so much better.
So for our Patreon this Thursday, we are going to do a Love It or List It. So we are going to do a walk around the house, and we're going to have you patrons weigh in. Do you love it or list it?
Right. So
we're depending on you.
Should we keep it or dump it? Oh, you got something right
I
there.
just ate.
Ah, damn it.
Ah, man.
I just
Don't
saw
look.
it. I'm
Don't
sorry.
zoom in.
Right. That one. Here's a video of our
Sorry.
cabana project. We're getting ready to paint our cabana white. Actually, Kelly's already got a jump on me. Good job, baby.
I wonder how much better this is going to look.
Yeah, that's good, babe.
So we might actually extend our
Sorry
trip.
if you guys saw that in my tooth. It's gross.
We might actually have to extend our trip by a couple of days because we have so much still to get done here. But one of the things that got done today, something else, was the neighbor was trimming some trees between this property and their property, and they hired these guys to come in and do it. And I said to the guys, hey, when you're done over there, I got something for you to cut. And they did show up, and they came over, and I don't think you've seen this yet. I had them trim, what is it, Shosha, lilac tree? Lilac tree. Check this out.
Oh, wow. Is that where you got the lilac? I didn't know they did that. Where was I?
I think you're on the phone. I had him do that whole side. Wait till you see what it looks like now.
How much did you pay him?
I gave him $60 plus the free stuff they took out of the front yard.
Does it look better?
Oh yeah. You'll see.
Did they take it away?
Yep, they sure did.
Oh, there's Shoshana grabbing it.
She took some flowers, but then she went to the other
She
bush.
said she's going to make
She got lavender
jelly.
jelly.
Oh, wow. Does it look better out there?
Oh yeah.
How come you didn't show it to me. Where was I?
I don't I don't know where you were.
Did they cut all that down over there?
They took all of that off.
Oh, I bet you it looks better.
I have a picture. I can't show it to you because it's in the phone with me.
We look like the clamp that's out there.
We have so much stuff in the front yard.
Oh, it needs to all be mulched.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Look at that.
We need to do the whole front yard and get it mulched and everything.
Yep, we're going to do that next. Remember, this was bothering me. I mean, people probably say, well, why did you cut that beautiful tree? We still have the tree, and it will grow larger, but it was taking over that section of yard.
Well, no, it was like halfway down on the ground.
Yeah, it was huge, and it was getting bigger and bigger, and I just needed to clean it up and open it up. So now it's like wide open spaces.
That's amazing, Rick. You didn't tell me you were doing this. Wow.
Do you like it?
Now, what do they do with all the extra branches?
They took it over to the property where they were working next door, and they chopped it up into pieces, and they put it in the back of their truck, and they took off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Can you burn wood from that, like in the winter here?
You would have to. First of all, they were only about that thick. You need bigger logs.
I always think of that movie Fargo with that wood chipper when they put that foot down, and then you see that foot hanging out.
Yeah. This isn't that. We're going to do the wainscot thing tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Here's a preview. I do have images of the carport pre-wainscot, but you can see it. I put it up against the wall. Uh-huh. You can see sort of what it's going to look like, and then I'm going to trim it out, and then we're going to paint the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
And then we're going to put that pink picnic table in there.
I think Rick is obsessed with Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez.
Yeah, because in the news now,
In the news.
Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez are engaged.
Yay. Good for them. He's finally proposing.
You were asking when that was going to happen.
What an idiot.
He gave her a 20-carat diamond.
That's it?
Isn't that big enough?
I'm kidding. It's huge.
Yes, Jeff Bezos, 59, and Lauren Sanchez, 53, are now engaged. They apparently couldn't keep their hands off each other in Cannes. They're there for the film festival. They showed up at the prestigious Cap du Cap Eden Rock Hotel on Saturday night. And she had a tight skirt on, apparently. They were there for the Vanity Fair party. Bezos is worth an estimated $144 billion.
Wow. I mean, if that's the case, I was like 20 carat. Come on now.
How much bigger what do you want to wear on your...
My girlfriend Asia has, what is a 50 carat?
It's 50 carats?
Yes.
Oh
it's
my
her
God.
whole thing. Asia Jones has a 50 something like that.
I'm sure it's very nice. I'm sure it's a very nice ring. So they're all over each other in Cannes.
No, that's a pretty damn big ring. Look at that.
Yeah.
No, it's pretty big. But worth 100.
I'm sorry I don't have $144 billion.
It's all right, honey. You haven't stuff that's big in other ways. Your heart.
A very large heart.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
So congratulations, guys.
Congratulations to whom?
To Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez. Do you think they watch the Smash?
No.
I bet they do. I bet they can't wait for it every morning.
She seems like she'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. She looks like my friend Coral.
Jeff and I are like going to be boys one day.
Yeah.
Going to hang out,
He looks like the Munsters.
play some hoop.
Like Uncle Fester a little bit. Look at that. Sorry.
Okay. We have another busy day
He
tomorrow.
looks short too, but I guess it's not that short because his wallet makes him taller.
If he stands on it.
He doesn't have.
But I catch your drift.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for your support. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. And as Kelly mentioned, we do have a special Rick and Kelly show coming up this week on patreon.com. So we hope you'll check out our Patreon, subscribe there. 92 episodes and counting.
Yes. So you guys subscribe and let us know if you love it or list it.
Have a smash-tastic day, everybody.
Bye.